Hello, everyone. I'm Anime Uchiha, and today we have an exciting topic to discuss. What if Issei had the ability to create monsters? This is part 1 of our series. But before we dive into it, I want to take a moment to express my gratitude for all the incredible support I've received. Your support truly brings joy to my heart. Now, let's kick off this video and explore the fascinating concept of Issei's newfound monster-creating power. Issei Hayadu, a seemingly ordinary high school student, found himself caught in the midst of a supernatural world he never knew existed. Little did he know, his life was about to take a drastic turn. This is the story of what would happen if Issei had the ability to create monsters. It was a sunny day at Kuo Academy, and Issei was daydreaming in class as usual. His mind often wandered, filled with thoughts of beautiful girls and exciting adventures. Little did he know that his fantasies were about to become a reality. As the final bell rang, signaling the end of the school day, Issei gathered his belongings and headed home. Along the way, he couldn't shake off a strange feeling, as if someone or something was watching him. Ignoring the sensation, he continued on his way. Just as Issei arrived at his apartment building, a blinding flash of light suddenly engulfed him. Startled, he shielded his eyes and stumbled backward. When the light dissipated, Issei found himself standing in the middle of a deserted alley. Confused and disoriented, Issei looked around, trying to make sense of his surroundings. That's when he noticed a mysterious object lying on the ground before him. It was a small, glowing orb pulsating with energy. Driven by curiosity, Issei cautiously reached out and picked up the orb. As soon as his hand made contact, a surge of power coursed through his body. Waves of energy emanated from the orb and enveloped Issei, causing him to gasp in awe. It was then that Issei heard a voice echoing in his mind, a voice that seemed to resonate with the very essence of the orb itself. Issei Hayadu, you have been chosen. With this power, you shall shape a new world. Issei's heart raced with excitement and trepidation. He had always yearned for something extraordinary to happen in his life, and now it seemed his wish had been granted. The orb granted him the power to create monsters, creatures of his own design. With this newfound ability, Issei's imagination soared. He envisioned majestic dragons, fierce werewolves, and graceful sirens. The possibilities were endless, and the world was his canvas. However, he also knew that such power came with great responsibility. Issei pondered how he could best utilize this power for the greater good. He resolved to create monsters that would protect the innocent, fight against evil, and maintain the delicate balance between the supernatural and human worlds. But first, Issei needed to learn more about his abilities and the world he had stumbled into. He embarked on a journey to uncover the secrets behind the orb and discover the true extent of his powers. As Issei delved deeper into this newfound realm, he encountered various factions and individuals who sought to exploit his abilities for their own gain. But Issei remained steadfast in his goal to use his power responsibly and protect those in need. And so, Issei's journey had just begun. With the power to create monsters at his fingertips, he would become a force to be reckoned with. Little did he know that his actions would have far-reaching consequences, shaping the destiny of both the supernatural and human worlds. After discovering his newfound ability to create monsters, Issei's journey to uncover the secrets behind the orb continued. He was determined to use his powers responsibly and protect both the supernatural and human worlds from the forces of evil. Issei sought guidance from Rias Gremory, his close friend and president of the Occult Research Club. Rias, a powerful demon, possessed extensive knowledge of the supernatural realm and had connections to various factions. Rias listened intently as Issei explained his ability and his desire to create monsters that would aid in the fight against evil. She recognized the potential of Issei's power but cautioned him about the dangers that lay ahead. Creating monsters is no simple task, Issei, Rias warned. You must understand the consequences of tampering with the natural order. The balance between the supernatural and human worlds is delicate, and your actions could have far-reaching effects. Issei nodded, understanding the gravity of his newfound responsibility. With Rias's guidance, he began his training to harness and control his powers. Together, they researched ancient texts and consulted with experts in various supernatural fields. As Issei delved deeper into his studies, he discovered that creating monsters required more than just imagination. It demanded a deep understanding of the essence and nature of each creature. Issei learned to channel his energy and shape it into specific forms, bringing his creations to life. Through trial and error, Issei honed his skills, creating a wide array of monsters. He brought forth majestic winged creatures, ferocious beasts with razor-sharp claws, and ethereal beings capable of manipulating elemental forces. But as Issei experimented with his creations, he realized that they were not mere puppets. Each monster possessed a unique consciousness and identity. They were not mindless servants but independent beings with their own thoughts and desires. Issei faced a new challenge, ensuring that his creations had a purpose and a sense of loyalty. He imbued them with a code, a set of principles that guided their actions. They were to protect the innocent, uphold justice, and never harm humans unless absolutely necessary. With his newfound army of monsters, Issei began to tackle the threats that plagued the supernatural world. He fought against rogue demons, vengeful spirits, and other malevolent creatures. The legends of his exploits began to spread, and his name became synonymous with both awe and fear. However, not everyone welcomed Issei and his creations. Some factions viewed him as a threat, a disruptor of the established order. They sought to eliminate him and his monsters, considering them an aberration that should not exist. Issei's resolve was tested as he faced off against powerful enemies, each with their own agenda. He relied on the strength of his creations, but also on his own resourcefulness and the support of his friends in the Occult Research Club. As Issei continued his journey, he discovered that his powers were not limited to creating monsters alone. The orb that granted him this ability held untapped potential, and its true nature remained shrouded in mystery. With each step forward, Issei ventured closer to unlocking the secrets of the orb and understanding his true purpose. The path ahead was treacherous, but he was determined to embrace his destiny and protect those he cared about. Issei's journey to uncover the secrets of the orb and protect the supernatural world continued. With his ability to create monsters, he had become a formidable force, standing against the darkness that threatened to consume both realms. As Issei delved deeper into his training, his creations grew in power and number. Each monster he brought to life possessed unique abilities and characteristics, adding to the diversity of his army. They were his loyal companions, fighting alongside him in the battle against evil. However, Issei's actions had not gone unnoticed. A shadowy organization known as the Order of Shadows had been monitoring his activities. They saw his ability as a threat to their dominance and sought to eliminate him and his creations. One night, as Issei patrolled the city with his monsters, he found himself ambushed by a group of powerful shadow operatives. Their leader, a dark sorcerer named Argoth, believed that by eliminating Issei, he would restore order to the supernatural world. The battle was intense, with Issei's monsters clashing against the sorcerer's dark magic. Issei fought valiantly, utilizing his own strength and the unique abilities of his creations. However, Argoth proved to be a formidable adversary, countering each of Issei's moves with sinister precision. Just as it seemed that Issei and his monsters would be overwhelmed, a group of unexpected allies arrived. It was the Occult Research Club, led by Rias Gremory. They had learned of Issei's predicament and had come to his aid. With their combined strength, Issei and his friends turned the tide of battle. The power of their unity and determination was undeniable, and together, they defeated Argoth and his forces. It was a hard-fought victory, but Issei knew that their struggle was far from over. As the dust settled, Issei and the Occult Research Club regrouped to assess the situation. It became apparent that the Order of Shadows was just one of many factions seeking to exploit or eradicate Issei and his creations. Issei understood that he needed to be cautious and strategic. His ability to create monsters had garnered attention from both friend and foe. He needed to build alliances, forge friendships, and unite the supernatural world against the encroaching darkness. Issei and the Occult Research Club began reaching out to other supernatural factions, seeking common ground and shared goals. They formed alliances with powerful demons, noble vampires, and ancient spiritual guardians. Together, they created a network of support that spanned across different realms. With this newfound unity, Issei's army of monsters grew exponentially. Creatures of all shapes and sizes, each with their own unique abilities, joined his cause. Issei became not only a creator but also a leader, guiding his army with compassion and purpose. The battles against the forces of darkness became more frequent and intense. Issei's creations fought side by side with their master, demonstrating unwavering loyalty and the strength of their bond. Their actions inspired hope in the hearts of those who had lost faith. But as Issei delved deeper into the conflict, he discovered that the true nature of the orb and his ability to create monsters was far more complex than he had initially thought. The orb held a darkness within, a power that threatened to consume him if not kept in check. Issei realized that he needed to find a way to balance this darkness with his desire to protect. With the guidance of his friends and the wisdom of the supernatural world, he embarked on a personal journey of self-discovery, seeking to understand the true nature of his powers. As Issei delved deeper into his personal journey of self-discovery, he sought to understand the true nature of his ability to create monsters and the darkness that resided within the orb. He knew that finding balance was crucial to fulfill his destiny and protect both the supernatural and human worlds. Issei immersed himself in the study of ancient texts and sought guidance from wise beings in the supernatural realm. He learned about the delicate equilibrium between light and darkness, creation and destruction. It was through this knowledge that he hoped to find a way to harmonize his powers. With each new insight gained, Issei honed his control over the darkness within the orb. He learned to temper its influence, using it as a source of strength rather than succumbing to its corrupting force. Issei discovered that the key to balance lay in his own heart and willpower. Meanwhile, the battles against the forces of darkness continued. Issei's army of loyal monsters fought valiantly by his side, their combined strength a testament to the power of unity. They protected innocent lives, defended the weak, and stood as a beacon of hope in the face of despair. But even as Issei fought for justice, a new threat emerged, one that posed a greater danger than any he had faced before. It was a powerful entity known as the Shadow Overlord, an embodiment of darkness seeking to plunge the world into eternal night. The Shadow Overlord recognized Issei's potential as a rival, and he sought to claim the power of the orb for himself. He unleashed hordes of dark creatures, testing the strength and resolve of Issei's army. The battle that ensued was fierce and relentless, with Issei and his monsters facing overwhelming odds. However, Issei's newfound understanding of balance and his unwavering determination gave him the edge he needed. He tapped into the depths of his power, unleashing a torrent of energy that matched the darkness of the Shadow Overlord. Issei's monsters fought with newfound ferocity, bolstered by their master's unwavering resolve. The clash between light and darkness shook the very foundations of the supernatural world. The battle raged on, each side vying for dominance. Issei confronted the Shadow Overlord, their powers colliding in a cataclysmic clash. In the midst of the chaos, Issei experienced a moment of revelation. He realized that the darkness within the orb was not an enemy to be defeated, but an aspect of himself to be embraced. It was a part of his nature, a source of power that, when harnessed properly, could be used for good. With this newfound understanding, Issei tapped into the depths of his power, embracing the darkness within. He fused his light and dark energies, creating a blinding aura that overwhelmed the Shadow Overlord. In a final, decisive blow, Issei emerged victorious, banishing the entity back into the depths from which it had emerged. The battle marked a turning point in Issei's journey. He had not only protected the supernatural and human worlds, but also discovered the true meaning of his ability to create monsters. He understood that his power was a gift, a tool to bring balance and protect the harmony between realms. As the dust settled, Issei stood victorious, his loyal monsters at his side. The supernatural world hailed him as a hero, a symbol of hope and unity. But Issei knew that his journey was far from over. There were still mysteries to unravel, challenges to face, and a destiny yet to be fulfilled. With his newfound balance and understanding, Issei vowed to continue his quest. He would protect the innocent, defend against darkness, and forge a future where both humans and supernatural beings could coexist in harmony. Issei's journey continued, marked by newfound balance and understanding of his ability to create monsters. He had embraced the darkness within the orb, harnessing its power for the greater good. As he ventured forth, he discovered that his destiny was intertwined with that of the supernatural world in ways he had never imagined. The aftermath of the battle against the Shadow Overlord brought significant changes. Issei's reputation as a hero spread far and wide, drawing the attention of supernatural beings from all corners of existence. They sought him out, hoping to forge alliances and be a part of his cause. Issei, guided by his unwavering resolve and newfound wisdom, welcomed these beings with open arms. He recognized the importance of unity and collaboration in the face of looming threats. Together, they formed a coalition of supernatural factions, working towards a common goal to protect the delicate balance between realms. With the combined strength of his monsters and the newfound alliances, Issei faced various challenges head-on. He confronted ancient demons, vengeful spirits, and even otherworldly entities that sought to upset the equilibrium. Issei's creations proved invaluable in these battles, each monster unleashing its unique powers to counter the forces of darkness. However, as Issei continued his crusade, he couldn't shake the feeling that there was a greater purpose behind his ability to create monsters. Visions and dreams haunted his mind, providing glimpses of a hidden truth. He knew that he had to unravel the mysteries that lay ahead. The answers Issei sought led him to a secluded sanctuary, where wise beings with knowledge spanning millennia resided. The Keepers of Balance, a council of ancient beings tasked with safeguarding the supernatural realm, welcomed Issei. They recognized his potential and revealed the true nature of the orb. The orb, they explained, was a vessel of primordial energy, capable of shaping reality itself. It had chosen Issei as its harbinger, granting him the ability to create monsters as a means to maintain equilibrium. The Keepers revealed that Issei's creations held a vital role in the cosmic tapestry, preserving the intricate balance between light and darkness. As Issei absorbed this knowledge, he understood the weight of his responsibility. His creations were not mere tools or companions, they were key pieces in the grand design of the supernatural world. Issei's ability to create monsters had a far greater purpose, one that extended beyond his own desires. Armed with this newfound understanding, Issei continued his journey, venturing into uncharted territories and facing even greater challenges. He encountered ancient prophecies, enigmatic artifacts, and powerful adversaries with ties to the very fabric of existence. Each battle tested Issei's strength, both physical and emotional. The sacrifices he made and the bonds he formed with his creations and allies shaped him into a true leader. Issei's unwavering resolve, fueled by his desire to protect and maintain balance, inspired those around him. But amidst the trials and tribulations, Issei's heart remained burdened by a looming question: what was the ultimate purpose of his ability? What would be the final test that would determine the fate of both worlds? As Issei delved deeper into his quest for answers, he uncovered ancient prophecies that spoke of a cataclysmic event that would threaten to upset the balance forever. The convergence of realms, a collision of cosmic forces, loomed on the horizon. Issei realized that he was destined to play a pivotal role in averting this impending catastrophe. With the weight of destiny upon his shoulders, Issei prepared for the final battle. He rallied his creations and forged unbreakable bonds with his allies. The time had come to face the ultimate test, to protect the balance he had sworn to. The fate of both the supernatural and human worlds hung in the balance as Issei prepared for the final battle. The convergence of realms, a cataclysmic event foretold in ancient prophecies, was imminent. Issei knew that he held the key to averting the disaster, but the challenges he faced would push him to his limits. Issei gathered his loyal monsters, united with his allies from various supernatural factions, and stood on the precipice of destiny. The convergence approached, its dark energy permeating the very fabric of existence. As the realms drew closer, chaos and destruction followed in their wake. In the heart of the convergence, Issei confronted an enigmatic figure known as the Herald of Chaos, a being of immense power seeking to exploit the convergence for their own nefarious purposes. The Herald sought to shatter the balance between realms, plunging both worlds into eternal darkness. The battle that ensued was a clash of titanic proportions. Issei unleashed the full might of his creations, their combined strength bolstered by his unwavering resolve. The Herald, however, proved to be a formidable adversary, wielding dark powers that threatened to overwhelm Issei and his allies. But Issei's determination and the bonds he had forged throughout his journey became his greatest asset. His creations fought with unyielding loyalty, their shared purpose resonating in every strike. Issei's allies, united by their common goal, fought alongside him, their combined strength pushing back against the encroaching darkness. As the convergence reached its climax, Issei tapped into the depths of his power, channeling the primordial energy within the orb. He unleashed a radiant burst of light, pushing back against the darkness of the Herald. The clash shook the very foundations of reality, and the fate of both worlds teetered on a knife's edge. In a final, decisive blow, Issei overcame the Herald, shattering their dark influence. The convergence was halted, and the realms began to separate once more. The balance had been preserved, and both worlds were saved from utter devastation. With the convergence averted, Issei stood as a beacon of hope and a symbol of unity. The supernatural world hailed him as a savior, their gratitude echoing through every corner of existence. Issei, however, remained humble, knowing that the victory was not his alone but the result of the collective efforts of his allies and creations. In the aftermath of the battle, Issei reflected on the journey that had brought him to this point. He had learned the true meaning of his ability to create monsters, the importance of balance, unity, and the preservation of harmony between realms. Issei had grown not only as a powerful creator but also as a wise leader, ready to protect and guide the supernatural world. But even as peace settled upon the realms, Issei knew that his journey was not over. There were still mysteries to unravel, new challenges to face, and a future to shape. The balance he had fought so hard to protect remained fragile, and there would always be threats that sought to disrupt it. Issei, along with his loyal monsters and steadfast allies, pledged to remain vigilant, defending the balance and protecting those who depended on them. Together, they would face the trials yet to come, knowing that the bonds they had formed and the lessons they had learned would guide them through any adversity. As Issei set forth on his continued journey, the realms heaved a collective sigh of relief, knowing that they had a guardian in their midst, a creator who wielded the power to shape monsters and safeguard the delicate balance between worlds. Issei's journey continued, marked by the preservation of balance and the bonds he had forged along the way. As he ventured forth, he became acutely aware that his ability to create monsters held not only the power to protect but also the potential to uncover long-buried secrets. In the wake of the convergence's aftermath, whispers of a forgotten prophecy reached Issei's ears. It spoke of an ancient artifact known as the Twilight Crystal, said to hold the key to unlocking untold knowledge and unimaginable power. Issei realized that the path to uncovering the truth of his own origins and the greater mysteries of the supernatural world lay in obtaining the Twilight Crystal. Driven by an insatiable curiosity and a desire to understand the depths of his abilities, Issei embarked on a perilous quest to locate the artifact. His loyal monsters and trusted allies joined him, their collective strength and unwavering support bolstering his determination. Their journey took them through treacherous landscapes, uncharted territories, and ancient ruins steeped in history. Along the way, they encountered fierce guardians, intricate puzzles, and trials designed to test their resolve. Issei's creations proved invaluable, utilizing their unique abilities to overcome obstacles and protect their master. As they drew closer to the Twilight Crystal, Issei found himself plagued by haunting visions of his past. Fragmented memories, long forgotten, resurfaced, hinting at a deeper connection to the supernatural realm and the true purpose of his ability. Each revelation pushed him further, driving him to uncover the truth that lay shrouded in shadow. At last, Issei and his companions stood before the chamber housing the Twilight Crystal. It pulsed with an ethereal glow, beckoning Issei forward. But before he could reach out and claim the artifact, an ancient guardian materialized, a specter from a forgotten era. The guardian, known as Valen, revealed that he was once a mentor to the creators of the Twilight Crystal. He warned Issei of the dangers that awaited him should he wield its power recklessly. Valen's words held weight, and Issei realized the responsibility he carried as a creator. Valen offered Issei a choice, a test of character and resolve. To prove himself worthy of the Twilight Crystal's knowledge, Issei had to confront the shadows of his past and make peace with the lingering doubts that plagued his heart. Only then would he be deemed ready to wield the power contained within the artifact. Guided by his companions and fueled by his determination, Issei delved into the depths of his own memories. He confronted his insecurities, his fears, and the lingering guilt from battles lost and sacrifices made. Through introspection and the unwavering support of his allies, Issei found the strength to forgive himself and embrace his true potential. With newfound clarity and a heart unburdened, Issei faced Valen once more. The ancient guardian acknowledged his growth and deemed him worthy of the Twilight Crystal. Issei reached out and touched the artifact, its energy surging through his veins, unlocking a flood of knowledge and power. The Twilight Crystal revealed secrets long forgotten, the origins of the supernatural world, the purpose of his ability to create monsters, and the cosmic tapestry that bound all realms together. Issei's understanding of his own existence deepened, and he realized that his journey was far from over. Armed with the knowledge bestowed upon him by the Twilight Crystal, Issei returned to the supernatural realm, ready to face the challenges that lay ahead. He knew that the delicate balance he had fought to protect still teetered on the edge, and there were those who sought to exploit it for their own gain. I'll leave you on a cliffhanger. But here's the exciting news: if you share your thoughts and ideas in the comments section, I'll make sure to release not just part 2, but also part 3 and part 4 of the What If Issei Had the Ability to Create Monsters series. Mark your calendars for June 23, 2023, because that's when these next installments will be hitting your screens. Stay tuned for an epic continuation of this captivating journey.